Hi, Jeff from the Cast Bullet Association again. In this video I want to talk about wheel weights. Wheel weights have been a tremendous source of alloy to us bullet casters for many years now, and as time's progressed things have changed. So today I want to talk about sorting wheel weights when we get them, and there are 5 varieties that you're going to come across, certainly that I have. And we'll look at them individually. The first variety we have here are of ferrous nature, or steel, and they're fairly easy to identify because generally the clip is riveted onto the back, so fairly straightforward. And if in doubt, we just get a trusty magnet and there we go. No dramas there. The second variety we've got is our traditional lead alloy, and we've got a variety up here, smaller ones through this enormous truck one. It was a wonderful day when I found that on the road. The benefits of riding a bicycle. Can't find a recipe for this anywhere, and I'm not sure that there is a manufacturing recipe anymore. I suspect the manufacturers use some sort of antimony or lead sufficiently hard that the clips won't pull out with the rotational spin. They were originally quoted in the Lyman manuals as about 12 Brunel, but I think those days are long gone. The best I get these days is about 9.5 Brunel, which is still a very useful and usable alloy. So, you know, this is our traditional source of bullet metal. Great, brilliant. Down here we've got stick-on lead. Now, stick-on lead, best I've been able to establish, is almost pure lead, very soft, and it's used on the mag wheels. The tyre shops will use it. It's got the adhesive backing here, and they're all partitioned off. A nice alloy to use, sorry, a nice lead to use if you're alloying something like 40:1. I like 40:1 for my 310 Cadet bullets, mini style bullets for the muzzle loader. Quite a lot of soft alloy works for me. The next one to keep your wits about you on is stick-on zinc. Now, the saving grace is the manufacturer is good enough to mark them. This one's ZNAL, zinc aluminium, zinc aluminum mix. If you get that in your lead mix, you're going to have a most unpleasant day. And then the final one is going to be zinc clip-ons, and again marked ZN, and the weight here 70 grams. So the steel was not really an issue, because if we put that in our pot it'll float to the surface and we can skim it off. The lead's great, that's what we want. We get flotsam and jetsam like this valve here. You're going to find lots of that sort of thing in your wheel weights. Stick-ons, great, nice soft lead, but we've got to sort out the zinc. If we get zinc in our lead mix, we end up with an alloy that just will not cast. Zinc has a much higher casting temperature. It will contaminate your lead. It'll end up looking like oatmeal on the surface. I've had it once. Didn't realise what it was at the time. Fortunately, I was able to dilute it sufficiently by putting more clip-on lead in that I was able to salvage the brew. So how do we identify it? Well, firstly, as we've already talked about, a lot of them are marked, which is great. The second thing is by checking the mass, because zinc is significantly less dense than lead. Here's a 50 gram zinc and a 50 gram lead, so you can tell by the difference there in size. And this is a painted lead alloy wheel weight, so I gave it a bit of a tweak in the vise just to confirm that it was lead. And another test that I like is the drop test. When you drop lead on the concrete, it makes a thunk noise. When you drop zinc on the concrete, it goes chink. So that's a good test. And also scratching them. I mean, lead is quite soft. Zinc is significantly harder. It's not foolproof, but it's not too bad. So that's the size of it. 5 different varieties: ferrous, lead alloy, very soft lead stick-on, zinc stick-on, zinc clip-on. Keep your wits about you, people. And when it comes time to sorting them, don't throw away the zinc. Some people are actually casting in zinc. That's great. There's some good articles about that. The steel, put them aside, take them to the recycling shop, cash them in. Eventually it'll be a free pound of powder for you. Hope this has been some help.